1986, there was Jesus Express. Jordan, some of the kids, it was magical. The ride made it fantastical. Denim jackets and jeans, sometimes when they sing, I'm not sure what it means. My vocabulary isn't very big. Get ready to Google some shit. You know that, baby, I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Propagandhi. Baby, there's no other secular progress for me. Propagandhi. Know that I will fly almost anywhere to see you live. Your music to my ears is sweeter than any candy. Propagandhi.
Kyle, welcome to Unscripted Moments, a podcast about Propagandhi.
Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
I'm delighted that you're here. Kyle, I'm wondering if you can just spend a moment and introduce yourself a little bit to the listeners, give yourself kind of like a potted bio, tell people a little bit about what you do in the world.
Sure. The joke is I'm just in too many bands. To just put that in my bio. It's the joke my grandma says, if I just stuck to one band, I'd be famous by now. But anyway, I play in Lamonta. I guess that's like the main-ish kind of project. I also played a band called Gibberish.
Sounds you made then. We think you're faking, and sanction you don't feel alone. The whole way home, we are all just strangers here, trying to make sense of these fucking cruel lies.
There's a band called Morocco that we're kind of trying to get back together. And then we have the Propadandees, Propagandhi tribute band as well.
I love it. Well, I actually just was looking through a lot of your bands that were like posted on your Instagram profile yesterday, and I didn't know about Gibberish, and so I didn't know you guys had a record out on Thousand Islands, so I went and checked that out yesterday, and that's a great band too. I've listened to your stuff in Lamonta over the past 4 or 5 years, but I just found Gibberish yesterday, and that is an awesome band as well, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I am, always thinking about stuff to do, and we've had a little bit of talk of doing some more stuff. So I'm also thinking about it in the background, whether they know it or not. I might be reaching out to them. So.
Well, and your Calling Morocco project is kind of like it's more of an Americana feel, right?
Yeah, it's a little more like rock and roll. We wanted to be an alt country band when we started it, but we were just a bunch of punk kids, and so I think that all just kind of blends together. But yeah, it's I don't know, pop punk songs with pedal steels and organs and stuff. So
awesome. Well, Kyle, we're here because a few years back, you and I connected when I first started the podcast, because, as you mentioned, you have a Propagandhi cover band that you've done for, over 10, 11 years now at this point, I think, right?
It actually might be that long. I don't know. I have a poster somewhere. I don't have one in this room, but in our practice space, I know we have one. But yeah, it just started as like we were playing some music and started. I think we were playing speculative fiction as just like having fun, and then it was just like a Halloween, one of those shows where everybody covers some band, and we were like, oh, we should probably just try and learn a bunch of these songs and torture ourselves. So that's pretty much how it started.
Yeah, I've seen that videos of that. You're like dressed like barbershop quartet, right?
Yeah, the name Propagandhies, it was somehow related to like, I don't know, it was like a Simpsons reference to their barbershop quartet, and I don't know, it was some inside joke then. So yeah, it's kind of silly to see now that we were all dressed up in our short George shorts, as we call them, with the full vests and hats and everything.
Yeah, man, I couldn't believe it, because when I about a year and a half ago, I was making a 30th anniversary special episode for How to Clean Everything, and we included covers of every single song, and I couldn't get anybody to make a new cover of This Might Be Satire, so I found your set, and even though the sound quality is terrible, because it's just like a video camera from like 12 years ago. I ripped your full This Might Be Satire cover off of YouTube, and I included that in the episode. So you have been on the podcast before. Whether you realized it or not, you have already been featured on this show.
I think you might have told me that before when we did connect all those years ago. But happy to have provided that for you. I can't believe no one else has covered it. I'll do a cover for you I'll just carve it into my schedule. I got some covers I'm trying to do, so I don't know if you need it. That's just one of my like favorite songs, especially from that album, just because I'm a big pop punk fan, and that's just Propagandhi doing like kind of bubblegum pop punk. So
love it. Well, cool. All right, so let's hear a little bit more about why we got together today. So yesterday, I was just scrolling on YouTube while I was cooking dinner, and all of a sudden, this little video comes across my attention that Todd had reposted to the Propagandhi Instagram page, and it's this video talking about a little bit about the history of the band, a little bit about their a little bit about their story as a band, and then a little bit about being a super fan. And my girlfriend goes, "Oh, it's like the Lady Gaga song Paparazzi." And so I was like blown away, and I've watched this video that you made so many times in the last couple of days. I think you kind of did it in reference to the 24th anniversary of Today's Empires, Tomorrow's Ashes, right?
yeah, that was, I guess, the reason for releasing it. I'm trying to be more active and doing creative stuff. So that's kind of my idea right now, is I'm trying to kind of put out stuff around when things were released. So I've actually had that song on the back burner for a while now. So this was kind of my incentive to finally get it out there.
Okay, so tell me about the history of this project for your parody song of Lady Gaga's Paparazzi into the song Lady Propagandhi that we heard on your Instagram. Tell me about everything you remember about doing this and kind of realizing that you wanted to pursue this.
Yeah, I don't know. I just get these things in my head. I'm sure a lot of musicians do it, where they just walk around singing different silly songs or whatever. But whenever I hear that song, Paparazzi in the grocery store or whatever on the radio, I can't just help but sing Propagandhi along to it, because I'm such a huge Propagandhi fan. By the way, I go back and forth between
That's fine. Do it.
So, but yeah, so I don't know. I would always sing that, and I'm like, oh, that would be such a funny idea to like just do a little silly cover of that, but change the words to just be about how I'm such a big Propagandhi fan instead. So I don't know. I feel like the idea is just like out there in the world, and someone was just waiting to do it. So I don't know. I think I started it a couple years ago, and I did all the music and stuff, and then I updated some software and had to learn some new stuff, and got busy with life and kind of forgot about it. But I always kind of knew it was there. And so, like I said, trying to just do more stuff again. And I was like, all right, we're going to finish this thing. We'll do it before the 24th. Not that that's a big anniversary, but it gave me a reason to do it. So yeah, it's been in the works for a long time. But yeah, I don't know. It was something I would just always sing along to. So
what was the lyrical writing process? Because the lyrics are very good. It's very good. It flows well. It tells like a story of the band, but also your arc as a fan. So tell me a little bit about the writing process for this one.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I did this all a couple years ago, or at least started it. It was one of those things, just kind of like, I don't know, came together really quick. But I think I probably just pulled up the lyrics. I pulled up the original Paparazzi lyrics here just to look at them again. And some of them I just, borrowed, especially like, it's so magical, but the rod made it fantastical. Like, I don't know, I probably started there and built it a little backwards. Like, how do we get to the rod? I don't know. They started sometime and just kind of built those lyrics in. Yeah, and then the leather jackets and jeans, I just changed to denim jackets and jeans because, I don't know, Canadian tuxedo. And, mostly the, what's in Victory Lap when he does the God It's Me in the denim jacket.
Yeah.
That's why I did it. So denim jackets and jeans, and then I don't know, whatever I say after that. And then going into the chorus, I borrowed a lot of those ones. I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Propagandhi. It just seems so natural. So that's the thing I've been singing forever whenever the song comes on. And then it just seemed time to build the whole thing around it. Yeah. Baby, there's no other. She says superstar, but, I'm sure whatever I looked up then said that, we're the secular prog rock or secular prog thrash. So it just seemed natural to fit in there. And yeah, I just kind of built it around those kind of just major lines, I suppose.
Oh my God. I love the picture that you included of your pal at the show as well. Traveling to see the band. I have done that as well. Like I flew to Winnipeg for their first 3 shows back at the end of the pandemic. And so I've done that myself. I traveled around Southern Ontario to see them a bunch in 2022. So, it's kind of a cool thing to have a band that you feel that strongly about that you're willing to go on a trip for. Why do you travel for Propagandhi shows?
I mean, they're my favorite band, and they're like collectively, I would say my friend group's favorite band, or at least up there. So I've traveled. There's that one show at Denver that we went to, and maybe another one that I went to. So I borrowed a little bit from other experiences for that one. Our friend Jimmy has traveled. Shout out to Jimmy, all over the place to see him, and yeah, he's traveled to Canada to see him a bunch of times too. I know they bought tickets to go up to Seattle or Portland a few years ago, and that one got canceled, and that was a bummer. But yeah, I've done a few, but collectively as our friend group, there's probably been more than a dozen flights to see them. And I guess it's mostly because they don't come out to California that often. I mean, for a while, they weren't even touring that often. So they were going somewhere. I was like, all right, who wants to go? Who's available and can afford it? Let's go see them wherever.
Did you see that they just announced a show in Portland for this summer, like 7 Seconds and stuff? So I would imagine that you're going to be going.
That's already been in the text group, so I guess we're going to Portland on this day. And, they got the new record coming out. I assume there'll be some touring around that. So we've already kind of started planning, like, all right, carve out some time. We want to go to some shows.
You always hear about people like following fish around. I want to find the people that follow Propagandhi around. So that is... I love this. And so if I ever get to see any shows out on the West Coast, I'm going to hit you up and see if anybody in your crew will be there so that I can have a connection to hook up with on the other end.
He'll be there. Probably me, unless something weird is happening. But that's like... so.
How many views has your video gotten so far on Instagram?
Not crazy. I think the last time I looked, it's like 3,500 or something. My page is pretty small. It's my Rev Witten Dupree. It's just kind of like my, I don't know, silly solo stuff that's not connected to any of the other bands. So I just needed one more project, I suppose.
That's one of the funniest Mr. Show things ever.
Yeah, that's just been my handle on, video games or whatever, for a long time. So, but yeah, I love it when people get the reference. If you look around all of my friend group's different projects, there's Mr. Show reference scattered in everywhere. We none of us really have a sense of humor. We've just watched Mr. Show incessantly. So,
well, I was really pleased to see that the band connected with your video because it's so cool. Let's chat about Propagandhies a little more. I watched a full set that you all did about 5 years ago in Sacramento, and the set list is fantastic. I love the fact that you all play Banger's Embrace. That's one of the most important songs to me personally. I started the podcast with that as the first episode. But you also play stuff that the band kind of like overlooks. You play Resisting Tyrannical Government. You play Less Talk, More Rock. You play Today's Empires, Tomorrow's Ashes, the song. How have you all decided on like set lists in the past? Because I was watching your set and you're like, these songs are really hard. And you play Devil's Creek and stuff in some shows. How have you all decided to go about doing this to, not just do the predictable stuff, but push yourselves a little bit too? Because, there's easier songs that you can play than the ones you guys have chosen, but I'm just curious about that selection process.
I think it just really comes down to what sounds like fun to us, and then what we're just physically capable of reproducing in a way that we would want to do it in front of people. So yeah, I think we normally just start with like a list of songs that we think would be fun to cover. So yeah, songs that we think would be fun to cover, and then just start going through those and seeing what we're able to actually pull off. Usually when they have new records out, like we're always just obsessed with the new record and we want to play songs off the new record, but we know that people aren't coming to see the Propagandhi tribute band to hear them play some obscure track off the new record that we love. So that's, I think, why we sprinkle in some of the old stuff too, like maybe, I don't know, some of that stuff that you said, like Resisting Tyrannical Government. That's just to us a classic song from those early records. So yeah, maybe they don't play them anymore, but I think that fans want to hear that song. And if nothing else, Jimmy wants to hear that song. He's the drummer in Propagandhi, the one that I talked about earlier. So that one's definitely, we play because of him, and we all just have our own kind of special songs that we want to play. And obviously ones that we all agree on.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, if I was going to sprinkle in some old songs into the set list the band doesn't do anymore, it would be Resisting Tyrannical Government, it would be People's History of the World, and it would be I Was a Preteen McCarthyist. Those are the songs that I personally want to hear more than anything that I'm pretty sure they will never do at a show that I'm at. So whenever you did Resisting Tyrannical Government, it made my heart flutter a little bit because that's one of my biggest wish songs that I can personally see that I doubt I ever will. So I loved seeing that because it was kind of like a stand-in for something that I personally want to see happen.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons that we like doing it. Not that we, I think do them total justice or anything, but they don't come out here that often, so it's fun to be like, hey, come see the closest thing we got going in Northern California at the moment, and then just try and play some songs we think people will like, while also just trying to mostly play songs that we think are fun.
Something else that you've done that I really enjoyed is Propagandhi's, you all covered Cop Just Out of Frame, but you also did an acoustic version of it. This song is very difficult looking on an acoustic guitar, so you must be a little bit of a crazy person to do this. But I'm curious about, what did you enjoy about your Cop Just Out of Frame acoustic cover as well? Because I love that song. On any given day, that might be my favorite song on Victory Lap. And so tell me a little bit about your appreciation for Cop Just Out of Frame.
We were definitely in the throes of doing Propagandhi's then, so I was practiced up on electric guitar for it, and I think it just translated really well to acoustic. It's one of my favorite songs from that record too, and it just kind of has such a big, open feel, and you can play it with and it just has a lot of open chords in it, just all over the neck, but with open strings going on. So I think it just translated to acoustic really well, and I started playing it, and I was like, it sounds pretty good to me. I think that was also during COVID when there was nothing else going on, so let me just learn this song and I'll post it to the internet. I'm pretty sure that they reposted it back then too, and that's always a super good feeling when your favorite band reposts your little tribute to them. So, but yeah, that was just a really fun song. I've since tried to replay it, when I'm very rusty, and I think, when I look at the video again, I think I make it look easier than it actually is, and that I just attribute that to hours and hours of practicing up until that moment. I think at the end of that video, I go, because it is a piece to get through, especially I try and do that middle part.
The internet, like that stuff is. I was watching that, and I just know how sore my hands get whenever I try to do anything on guitar for more than 10 minutes. So I mean, I was very impressed with your cover of that tune.
If I thought it would help, I would immolate myself. In full view of the camera, cruise my counterclaim. But as we all know, the only tale that would be told would be that it was me, not them, who was insane. Who the fuck do I think I am, fooling as if I know the first thing of sacrifice or selflessness? I'm a cop just out of frame, with the first sight of the flames, throws himself prostrate to the ground in reverence, then acts so pure we yearn to feel the burn. But who the fuck do I think I am, fooling as if I know the first thing of sacrifice or selflessness? They say that quang ducks art survive the flames this calling card. Left upon the palace gates with the invertebrates. Their grip on power pried apart by just one frail human being. No weapon, no war machine.
I think it came out pretty good. There is that middle part. But yeah, whatever.
Nice. Well, Kyle, do you have any other cool things you'd like to share or stuff you'd like to promote? I'm delighted that we got to hang and chat about this this Lady Gaga parody. But if there's anything else you wanted to share, like cool Propagandhi stories in general that you that stand out in your mind among your friend group, like I'd love to hear anything.
I will say that when I named it Lady Propagandhi or whatever, that was just spur of the moment. I think I should have called it Gagagandhi, right?
Oh, sweet.
I think so. I think I might go back and change the title of that if it's not too late. I'm not super up on social media, but I might go back. That's just better, right?
I like that. Gagagandhi.
Gagagandhi. I think it just does better.
It does, because it's got the propa. It's got the feeling, like the propa.
Yeah, and then we get the Gaga in there, so, hindsight, you always think of it later.
Gagagandhi, was this a real-time discovery just now?
I thought about it as I was, getting today. I was like, oh yeah, I did call it that, didn't I? God, there's got to be a better name than that. Oh yeah, Gagagandhi would be a lot better.
Awesome. Well, Kyle, tell everybody where they can find all your work. Point people in the direction of some bands that you want to promote, and tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah, I mean, the Rev Went and Dupree, if people want to follow me there, that'd be cool. I'm trying to do more stuff there and just put out different covers and silly stuff like the Propagandhi paparazzi thing and just kind of having fun or whatever. The more the merrier, just trying to find other people who are into the niche stuff that I am of these weird, music and books and, whatever. So just finding community is cool. But yeah, there's that. There's Lamonta. We're trying to get that new record out within, I don't know, sometime this year, hopefully. We're always promising that, but we got the songs. We just got to knock them out. Then there's Gibberish and Calling Morocco if people want to check those out as well.
All right. Well, there will be links in the show notes as well. If you enjoyed our conversation and Kyle's music that you heard in this episode, please go check those out. Kyle, thank you so much for being here. It's been 5 years in the making that we've been threatening to have you on the podcast, so it's a delight to finally connect and have a reason to talk about Gagagandhi. What a delight!
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. This is a lot of fun.
I sang the wrong song again. I did it in soundcheck too. Okay, here we go. I'm not encouraged the toughest man to dance as hard as he can to this, my song. And bring your stupidest friends along. Wrote this song cause we're too fucking boring to keep spelling out the things that you keep ignoring. Your macho shit won't save you now. Just makes us laugh, got your cash for it just to take a bow. Did you know when I was 9, I tried to fuck a friend of mine. He was 8, then I turned 10. 14 years later, it happened again to another friend. This time with me on the receiving end. All the fists in the world can't save you now. You dance to this, you drink to me. My sexuality, with your hands down my pants by transitive property. So where we live, dress a private really rich, and the shades of me, and another Gomerson. Nothing aspirations, to the way the crowd sounds and bricks drown out. Ladies in the county flag and heritage from nail bag, sticks up. tear down the master's finest. His finest tools are found. Slacked on, blasted. A mix of cacophony, screaming new boys. Justified history. Sometimes enticing, bind on strange. No justice strikes upon the cemetery plot smart. Captain Weaver, right on anywhere. Faithful heroes, but to rewarders, not cast their shadows. Moving creatures within these borders. But under cover of the customary gaps we find between history and truth found in border, blinded by the rocket's lecture. So bombs bursting in air, one nation indivisible. But the truth is, back as we learned of ratification, the people had a complicated plan. A soulless one in funeral possession, they buried it deep in the earth as an emblem of their disillusion, interment of their public liberty. Something, somewhere, today's empires, tomorrow's ashes. Fucking hard! I like my rock and roll the same. Don't give a fuck if I burn out. Don't give a fuck if I fade away. Back to the murder with me. Before I face the wrath of a well-invited public who live vicariously through the tortured knowledge college rock will let you much below. Back to the murder God. Go! What's what I drew a lucky and turned out to be a life grenade. Oh my god, holy shit! Play acting anarchists and Bobby's little skinheads. Death threats and single bears and wieners on the straight edge. Fuck off, who cares? I'd rather have temptation than listen to your bullshit. Fuck off, who cares? Bow to disease, pushing disease, the shoulder to the left of burn. Never ceases to amaze. And as I struggle with perfection, it reminds me of my own race. Trust my own time is surreal. Mouth feed, eat hats, teeth bowls. Office phone books, trucking brawls. Chicken formist, fist in the air. Like fire, like sun rebels, blooded on corn, M&M's and biscuits. Lord, hear our prayer. Check back home, Amy Gray mushrooms, and fair weather politics. Blow dry what's left of my hair. Take me on a 10 speed. Back to the motor league. Back to the motor league. Silencing the picture gun, silencing the greedy matches, running up the jagged edges. Hey, thanks a lot, you guys. All right, this next song's about how killing government officials is a viable option for change, or it's a critical analysis of it. It's called Resisting Tyrannical Government. It goes like this. Block revolution. You see the analogy where the Oilers, the World Bank, the Sharks. Two winners remain in the seventh game of the best of seven series. Yeah, Jesus saves, Gillespie scores. The workers, labor, rich get more. One wrong move, we risk the cup. Play the man, not the puck. This capitalist dynasty. And yes, I recognize the irony. The system by oppose affords me the luxury of biting the hand that feeds. That's exactly why privileged fucks like me and all of you should feel obliged to whine and kick and scream. Yeah, tell everyone has everything they need. Thank you. Dear Coach's Corner, I'm riding in order for someone to explain to many's the distinction between these mandatory brigade group rights submission. Well, they're always in Nuremberg, specifically the function. Ritual serves in conjunction with what everybody knows. It's in me and the kids' game. I'm just appealing to your sense of fair play. When I say she's not so fine, this incessant pressure for her to not define. Electric blue, never river the best, as the soldiers inexplicably rebel. From the arena rafters, that's all I'm saying. Crowds were screaming laughter. Dear Ron McLean, I wouldn't bother with these questions if I didn't sense some spiritual connection. We're from different planets. We both love this game so much we can hardly fucking stand it. I'll burn board, very raised, and the sheet of life of the final one ain't playing the fiddle too. You gotta know every fond memory of childhood that I know. Somehow connected. virtue. It takes a village to raise a child, and a lot to raise the children. Tell them they are nothing more but balance for the feeling. A madman's dream of a paradise complexion, riches in black and white. How could I protect and grow these cold of death? Thank you. We're gonna switch guitars.
I only have one guitar, so I just have to, like a plebe. Like a heckin' plebe. Oh, you gotta tune it too.
This next song goes out to Jimmy's son, Elias. It's called "Ah Stomp." You know that song, E? You know "Ah Stomp"? He doesn't. He can't hear me. He's embarrassed. I've embarrassed him. No one look at E. So, like, about 5 years ago, we started doing this. We made koozies. We got, like, 4 of them left. They're on that back table. First come, first serve. Please take them home. I don't want them anymore.
$45 a piece. $45 a piece. Or free.
And gold, the home of the red. The stampede to war, the border was in vain. Faces calm, faces fail. To all the second length, they could not be scared. With a free market, from analysts outside or outside, from outside, can't our bleeding to death. I swear to win and win. Our eyes are huge and invisible. Say that all thought, say that all then. Yeah, you insist it's only 99%. There's nothing new for you to learn. I'll say sit back, relax, and watch it all burn. Colossal waste of energy, talent upon the talent, and freedom upon the free. Slow down, beautiful life, wasted on you and me.
The shark sling. Are you receiving my prayers through the noise and cosmic static? God, are you there? Are you confirming on the right goddamn planet?
Let's take a rap today, forget a roller bed. The clouds they don't pick up, and not a single person went to the chromatic whistler. The carousel calliope, something in I
thanks for Sean for putting this together. Usually the only time we play is at Halloween, because, I don't know, it makes sense. But, like, these songs are so fucking hard. We gotta do them more than just once, right?
Thanks for all those super famous bands who played tonight, too. Fucking Third Eye Blind.
I hope you guys just play Jumper for 30 minutes straight. This song's called Cop Just Out of Frame.
It's from our new record.
If I thought it would hurt, I would immolate myself. Then pull you up the camera, cruise right down and claim punish me all now. The only tale that would be told would be that it was me, not them who was insane. The fuck do I think I am fooling as a fire? None of us sing a sacrifice or selflessness. I'm a pastor shot of brain. When the first out of the flames goes himself down straight to the ground and never runs. And so go we learn to feel the burn.
Thank you. How we doing on time? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got 2 more then. Fucking I wish. Keep coming, we'll do it eventually.
What?
You said without love, and I said good fucking luck.
That's on the list, along with fixed frequencies.
I'll just do it. The day the equinox arrived, our pilgrimage began. 1,200 miles of cruising style to our holy land. We're fucking stoked, unlike we've been since we were pimple people's teens. And he still has sense. From every corner of the world, our fellow maniacs arrived. Who believe the other news had not lots of time. Antiquity, but had survived to leave this monument aside. They say you can't relive the past, but we all like to count it all can rust. Thank you. One more song, but we gotta switch guitars. Who's excited to see Alkaline Trio next? I know I am. And then we got the Stooges, we got X, we got the Clash. It's a real banger of a night, guys. So don't go anywhere. Then the last song. Thanks for watching us.
Let's get a two-person circle pit going right
Yeah,
here.
these guys are starting it. They're all about it.
Low, give it shorter than 4 feet to people.
Look under your feet. Song's called Speculative Fiction. It goes like this.
You're ready.